Okay. Do we have Cody Hudson on the line yet? All right. We'll start with you at the jail, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Joseph Remington.
And Your Honor, we would like to waive reading of the charges.
Okay.
Judge, I didn't submit a recommendation for Mr. Remington. My understanding was that he was seen this morning.
Yeah,
And that they,
yeah. It looks like Judge Knatzer held him on a $100,000 bond and signed the interim complaint, and then they gave me another interim complaint this evening, which I also signed, but it's the exact same one. So I don't think, yeah. Uh-uh.
I was told there was concern that only one count was read this morning, but given that he's waiving reading, I don't know that we would need to read 3 counts. So
Well,
that's the information I was
The
provided.
clerk is telling me right now that um the charges on the appearance order were wrong. Yeah, it's okay. I see that. It's just the only charge listed on the appearance order is 133405. So no. Hmm. So do we?
Your Honor, I can show him the charges.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so all I'm going to do is affirm what Judge Knatzer did this morning with a $100,000 bond, but just make it clear that it's 3 counts of ARS 131405A, because that is not what was on the conditions of release this morning. And then, was the AHO one also wrong this morning? Okay, and then apparently the AHO one was also wrong this morning because it did not say that it was a DV charge. So we've now added that, and I'll affirm the $50 bond and all of the other orders that were made this morning. Okay, make sense? So there's no new charges, sir. It's the same charges that you were seen for this morning, same conditions of release. The paperwork was just messed up, so I fixed it. All right, that's all. You're excused. Can you unmute at the jail so I can talk to you? Are we gonna see Mr. Hudson from the hospital again?
No, Your Honor, he's still unavailable, and so is Squish.
We saw Hudson last night from the hospital.
As far as I'm concerned, Your Honor, this evening he's unavailable. I didn't get any word of that, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, so I will continue Hudson to tomorrow morning. And then, Mr. Gant, has anybody spoken with you about Weish?
No, Your Honor.
So he's been continued since the 10th. And he is at the hospital, and apparently the jail has been asking about whether or not the state is going to go forward with charges. My understanding is that he has some, simple possession charges that are steps eligible. But then I looked him up earlier today, and saw that there was also a petition to revoke probation. So I think that kind of complicates things a little bit more. So if you could just take a look at that and maybe pass on some information to the IA people tomorrow morning about what the state plans on doing and if the jail needs to continue to hold him there.
Okay, sounds good. I can do that. I don't have that information tonight, but I'll figure it out, pass it on.
And you know what? I'll send you an email too with some more information that I got.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Yep. But for now, we'll go ahead and continue. Till tomorrow morning.
Your Honor, we do have one more defendant that is not available this evening.
Okay.
Miss Alyssa Mermuse.
Okay. And she's unavailable?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Miss Mermuse will be continued to tomorrow morning. All right. Hi, sir. Can I get your full name, please? All right, sir, I'm seeing you this evening because you have a warrant out of Pima County Superior Court for failure to appear at your arraignment on charges of theft of means of transportation, narcotic drug possession, and drug paraphernalia possession. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the legal advocate's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. So it appears that Mr. Carrillo Moreno was previously released to pretrial services, failed to maintain contact with them, was aware of the court hearing but did not want to go, not aware of the warrant. The state is asking for a $5,000 bond. I'll hear from defense.
Given that Mr. Carrillo Moreno is here in custody on other charges and is unable to pay that bond, I'd ask for a nominal bond for time credit purposes.
I will order a $5,000 bond. It'll be cash or secured, released to pretrial services if that bond is posted. And arraignment is scheduled for August 27th at 1:30. All right, that's all, sir. You're excused. Hi, ma'am. Can I get your full name, please? Oh, can you unmute at the jail, please? Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. It's Joni Parks and Dawn is my middle name.
Hey, Ms. Parks, I'm seeing you this evening on a charge of domestic violence assault. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. We've got Mr. Hannes here representing you this evening. And my intent was to release Ms. Parks on her own recognizance. My only question was whether or not Mr. Sitko, who is present with us as well, wants to have contact and whether or not she's welcome to return home or if she needs to go somewhere else. So go
And
ahead.
Your Honor,
Mhm.
do feel that it'd be appropriate to do that, um, you know, upon expression and whatnot. That's why I logged into that. Also, tell you that I thought it'd be important to, yes, if she can come back home.
Okay, you would like her to come back home.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right. Then, ma'am, I'm going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court, order that you commit no acts of domestic violence. And your hearing in Green Valley Justice Court is scheduled for August 28th at 8:30 in the morning.
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to make sure it's Green Valley Justice Court.
Yes, and your paperwork's going to have that information on it as well.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Tony.
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Yeah, Tony.
Mr. Sudi, I'm seeing you this evening because you have a couple of warrants out of Pima County Justice Court. One is an old 2019 shoplifting charge, and then January of this year, drug paraphernalia and criminal trespass. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Did you know that you had these warrants, sir?
Yeah, I just haven't been feeling well, so I haven't been able to get around that well.
Okay. Are you still living on Camino Grande?
Yes,
And are you going to be able to get to court if I release you?
yes, I will.
Okay.
Sure, I'll make it this time.
All right. So it looks like Anna Dennis is appointed to represent you. I'm going to order Thomas to appear in court. That hearing is scheduled. It's about a month out from now. It's September 17th at 10:30 in the morning. You're going to get paperwork with that information on it. Make sure you get to that hearing, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're welcome. You're excused.
Hello.
Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Carlos Sanchez Jr.
Mr. Yanez, I'm seeing you this evening on a warrant out of Yavapai County for a failure to pay child support warrant. I know that you're also in custody on some local matters. I'm not seeing you on those, just on this Yavapai County warrant. And that lists a $400 bond. So I'm going to order that you be held on a $400 cash or secured bond. We're going to set a review hearing on September 22nd at 9 o'clock. That's just to see what's happening with your local matters, and this will just track that. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hi, ma'am. Can I get your full name?
Julia Molina Robles.
Ms. Robles, I'm seeing you this evening because you have warrants for your arrest out of Tucson City Court. You've got 2 cases from 2023 and one from 2024. And it looks like you had already previously been served with a petition to revoke your probation, and you were supposed to get to court on July 8th to have your disposition hearing, and you did not appear at that, and so a warrant issued. So what I'm going to do, ma'am, is I'm going to quash the warrant, and I am going to order that you be held on a $1,000 cash or secured bond. We're going to set your hearing.
I did not get the memo about me going to court July 8th.
Yeah, you did. You had paperwork. You got paperwork. I don't know what you did with it, but you got paperwork. Um, there's no court dates on here. Oh, yes, here. Okay, so let's see. If you are still in custody, you'll have a video review on August 29th at 1:45. If you were to post your bond, you would need to get to Tucson City Court on September 11th at 9:30 in the morning. You're going to get paperwork with that information on it. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, ma'am. Can I get your full name?
Your Honor, Mary Chapman Morris.
Ms. Worth, I'm seeing you this evening on some new charges and then a whole lot of warrants out of Tucson City Court. The new charges are for criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty for you on those new charges and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. If you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest. And if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. So, ma'am, I'm also seeing you on warrants that you have for older cases. It looks like there are cases beginning in 2020 through the most recent is July of this year. And you also have a petition to revoke your probation. It says that on January 26th of 2023, you were adjudicated guilty of domestic violence charges, failures to appear, and drug paraphernalia charges. You were placed on unsupervised probation for 24 months. You were given written conditions of probation, and the court was petitioned to revoke your probation because they said that you violated by failing to submit proofs of treatment and failing to attend court hearings. I am going to enter denials of those allegations at this time. I'm going to order that you be held on a $1,500 cash or secured bond. On all of the matters, I am going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you, and I'm going to set a hearing in front of Judge Blue on August 28th at 1:45 in Tucson City. That's all, ma'am. You're excused. You'll talk to Judge Blue about it. Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Yes, ma'am. It's Peter Anthony Flores.
Mr. Flores, I'm seeing you this evening on some warrants that you have. Looks like you've got three out of Pima County Justice Court.
I mentioned one thing.
Hold
I
on.
have HIV.
Hold on, sir. I'm going to tell
Sorry.
you. I'm going to tell you first what you're here for.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got two out of Justice Court and one out of South Tucson. Do you have the warrant for South Tucson for Flores? Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so the Justice Court warrants are for shoplifting and criminal trespass from 2023, and then shoplifting and failure to appear from 2022. And then your city court matters.
Here is HIV. I haven't even taken my medication today.
Sir,
Really?
I'm still advising you of your
Okay.
charges. Okay.
So,
2023 cases of drug paraphernalia, failure to appear, and there are 3 of those, and then a 2024 case for shoplifting and failure to appear. All right, and then I'm getting that South Tucson warrant, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. As
okay.
to the Justice Court matters, I'm going to order $250 cash or secured bonds on each of those. I'm going to appoint
I don't have no money and I need to take my medication and for HIV. If I don't take it,
Make-
I
Make
say.
sure you talk to medical there about that.
So that means how long? I've been telling them and they haven't gave it to me all day. I have to take it. I go to El Rio on 22nd and Cherryville because I used to lose my medication, and I go every day at 4 or 5, but I haven't go today.
The jail will see you. All right,
Okay.
so on the city court, I'm sorry, on the justice court cases, you're gonna be seen tomorrow morning. Or, sorry, tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm going to appoint Adam Waters to represent you.
Okay. What is that? The justice court? What charges?
That's shoplifting, criminal
Oh.
trespass, 2022 and 2023.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So they're all misdemeanors.
All misdemeanors, yep.
Okay. Thank you. I wasn't expecting that movie.
Give me just a
But-
second.
Oh.
Give me just a second, and I'm gonna go through all the rest, okay? Hold on.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. All right, South Tucson is for shoplifting from 2024. On that one, I'll order another $250 cash or secured bond and appoint Michael Vaughn. And your hearing will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. for South Tucson. And then your city court cases. I'm going to order one more $250 cash or secured bond. We'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And you will be seen by video on August 29th at 1:45.
On which one?
That one's Tucson City Court. You're going to get paperwork with all of that information on it,
Oh.
right, sir?
Oh, that one I'm going to court tomorrow.
No, that one's the 29th. Okay. All right, sir.
I gotta stay until the 20th on that one.
Yep, unless you post the bond.
Yeah, okay.
All right. That's
What's the
all.
date? Okay.
It's the 20th.
Okay, 9 days. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
So, okay, thank you.
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
John H. Layton.
All right, Mr. Layton, I'm seeing you this evening on 3 counts of domestic violence, child abuse. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the legal defender's office to represent you. The state has recommended that I release you to pretrial services, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to order monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no unsupervised contact with minors. And the preliminary hearing date is scheduled for September 2nd. But sir, that hearing is very likely not going to happen on that date. You will get a hearing at a later date. So when you get out, you need to make sure you're in touch with pretrial and your attorney so you know when to get to court. Do you understand?
Yes,
All right, you're excused.
thank you.
Yeah, no, this is the Spanish interpreter. May the Spanish interpreter be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. But it's disconnected.
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Mark,
Mr. Astorga, I'm seeing you this evening on a couple of warrants that you have. One is for a Pima County Superior Court case involving narcotic drug sales and drug paraphernalia possession. And then you've also got a warrant out of Nogales Municipal Court for driving on a suspended license from 2018. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney on the felony matter. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. And you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I have reviewed all of the information, including the state's recommendation of a $5,000 bond. And Mr. Gant, I just wanted to clarify, it's you put 5,000 per warrant. I'm looking at the warrant. It looks like it's 2,500. Did you want to recommend 5,000 or were you going to go with the 2,500?
I'm fine with the amount on the warrant, Judge. I thought it was 5,000, but if it's 2,500, that's fine.
Okay. And I do note that Mr. Astorga was incarcerated at the time that this case was refiled and the summons was issued. And it looks like he's only been out of custody a short while. So I'll hear from defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Given that issue that you the court noted, and the fact that this case was dismissed and then refiled almost a year, long time afterwards, almost a year later, he was unaware of his court date. He is employed. He's a lifelong Tucson resident. He has no violent convictions. So we'd ask for a chance on pretrial services release and for him to self-report to his future court dates.
And sir, so you're living with your aunt right now
yes, Your Honor.
and you're working?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're off of parole, right?
Yes, I'm off parole.
All right, I'm going to order that you be released to pretrial services supervision on the Superior Court matter. Order monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons. You've got to get to court in 1 week from today. It's August 27th at 1:30. That's your arraignment. You have to be at that hearing or another warrant's going to issue, and it's very unlikely you'll get out at that point. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then I'm also going to release you on this 2018 misdemeanor out of Nogales. So you're going to have to, I'm releasing you on your promise to appear. You're going to have to get in contact with Nogales. It's Nogales Municipal Court. That information is on your paperwork. I'm going to add a phone number. And they have a hearing date scheduled for you on September 3rd at 8:30 in the morning, but give them a call tomorrow and find out whether or not that hearing's happening that date or if you need to schedule a different date, okay? All right, you're excused. Hi, sir, can I get your full name? Mr. Avalos, I'm seeing you on a couple of different matters. First, you have some new felony charges of possession of narcotic and possession of drug paraphernalia. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I'm also seeing you on some misdemeanors. You have some new charges, 3 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. On those, I am going to enter pleas of not guilty and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. And if you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest. And if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. So, and sir, it looks like you're currently on probation for domestic violence misdemeanors out of Tucson City Court. Is that right?
I'm for that.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'm looking at the file and it looks like it also involved your grandparents.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandparents living with right now. They got me took care of it.
They what?
They thought we had taken care. Yeah, I talked with the officer, and they didn't know that there was a stop and like arrest for me. Like they thought they was taken care of.
Yeah, I don't think there was any kind of warrant out. I think it looks like the notes that I have show that you're currently on probation, probably
Yeah.
unsupervised for that.
Yeah, there was all risk for me because of the situation with my grandparents,
Okay.
and that's what. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so a couple of things. One, let's start with your felony drug charges. It appears that you are very likely eligible for a drug diversion program called STEPS, where if you go to court and you participate in some drug treatment, you could have these felony charges dismissed and keep your felony record clean. Is that something that you're interested in? Sorry, the jail had you muted. Can you?
Oh yes, please.
Okay. So the state is recommending that I release you to pretrial services. So that's what I'm going to do on that. All right. So you're going to need to check in with pretrial when you get out. I'm ordering monitoring or treatment as directed by them and no alcohol or illegal drugs. That hearing that you need to get to is in 1 week from today. And let's see, that is August 27th. at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's going to be on the 3rd floor of Pima County Superior Court, and council waive time for the peach.
Yes, Your Honor.
That'll be October 6th. All right, so that is for the felony charges. So are you living with the Valenzuela grandparents right now?
Yes. Yes.
And is your father also lives there?
Yeah, he lives there.
Pretrial services was not able to get in contact with them, so I don't know what their position is on whether or not you're welcome back to the residence.
Oh yeah, he's there.
Okay.
Yeah, totally cool. My grandmother didn't even know that. Like, she was like, "What is this for?" And the officer said, "It just so happened at your home a couple months ago." And she was like, "Oh my God, I thought we took care of that. Like I thought there was, yeah." So she expects me to go back.
Okay. What I'm looking at says that this happened just like this morning.
The incident happened months ago, like in February.
Hmm.
Yeah, then this was what the officer told me.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to release you on your promise to appear in court on that order that you commit no acts of domestic violence. And your hearing in Tucson City Court is going to be on September 23rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. Right, so you're going to get paperwork with all of this information on it, but basically you've got a hearing in 1 week from today in Superior Court that's very important that you get to on your felony drug charges so that you can participate in that diversion program. And then you need to get to Tucson City Court in about a month to deal with both of these city court matters, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're excused. Oh. Hey, ma'am, can I get your full name?
Kahani then Bond.
Ms. Bond, I'm seeing you this evening on charges of possession of narcotic drug for sale, misconduct involving weapons, and possession of drug paraphernalia. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the legal advocate's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I reviewed all of the information, including the state's recommendation of a $25,000 bond, and I note that Ms. Bond is also in custody without bond on her probation violation. I'll hear from defense.
Yes, Your Honor, given the probation hold, I'd ask for a nominal bond for time credit purposes.
I'll order a $10,000 bond. It'll be cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted. Monitoring or treatment, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons, and preliminary hearing date is scheduled for September 2nd. Right, ma'am. That's all. You're excused. Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Luis Carlos Garcia.
Mr. Garcia, I'm seeing you this evening on a charge of aggravated DUI. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I have reviewed all of the information, including the state's recommendation of a $20,000 bond plus pretrial services. I'll hear from defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Garcia has only one prior. He's spent 23 years in Tucson. He's employed full time. His spouse indicated that they'd be willing to assume third-party custody of him. And given that this is a nonviolent, these are nonviolent charges, I'd ask for release of pretrial services.
I'm gonna order a $7,500 bond. It'll be cash or secured, released to pretrial services if that bond is posted, as directed by pretrial, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm gonna order, sir, that you do not drive. And preliminary hearing date is scheduled for September 2nd. That hearing is very likely not going to happen on that date. You'll get a hearing at a later date. So if you do post your bond, make sure you're in touch with pretrial and your attorney so you know when to get to court. Right? That's all you're excused. Hi, ma'am. Can I get your full name?
Rebecca Lee Josephson.
Ms. Josephson, I am seeing you this evening on a couple of matters. You've got warrants, one out of Superior Court for a March 26, 2025 dangerous drug and drug paraphernalia charges, and then one out of Justice Court for a March 29th, 2025 shoplifting charge. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney on the felony charge. I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you. So, ma'am, you had previously been released to pretrial services, but they said that you did not stay in contact with them, so you did not make your hearing. If I release you, the state's okay with you being released again to pretrial, but if I do that, are you going to stay in contact with them this time and get to your hearing?
Yes, ma'am. I was in Phoenix and I was in the middle of moving and leaving and we were communicating through the computer. So
Okay.
it all got blown. But yes, I'm going to be staying here in this area.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm going to release you to pretrial services and you have a hearing 1 week from today. It's August 27th at 1:30 in Superior Court. You have to go to that hearing. That's your arraignment. If you don't go to that hearing, it's very likely a warrant will issue at that time and then you may not get out. Okay.
Okay. What
All right.
about the other
So,
charge?
and then the other one, the misdemeanor, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear in court there. So you're going to have 2 different court dates, one in a week in Superior Court, and then the one in Justice Court is on September 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. And you're going to get paperwork with all of that information on it. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And on that one, I'm ordering that you not return to the incident location from the shoplift. Okay. All right. You're excused. Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Murray Lederer.
Mr. Lederer, I am seeing you this evening on a few different matters. You've got new felony charges of possession of a narcotic drug, possession of a dangerous drug, possession of burglary tools. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. And you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. The state was okay with you being released to pretrial services on the felony charges. However, you've got warrants out of Oro Valley and 4 of them out of Tucson City Court. And these city court matters go back to 2022, and it looks like you have never appeared in city court on any of those 4 matters. So I am going to hold you on a bond on your misdemeanors. So under those circumstances, council, I was gonna just hold him on a like a $250 bond on the felony so that he's getting credit.
Yes, Your Honor, I would ask for a nominal bond of $100.
All right, I'll make it $100, cash or secured, release to pretrial services, monitoring or treatment as directed, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. And sir, it appears that you may be eligible for a drug diversion program on those felony charges. Where if you participate in some treatment, you could possibly have those dismissed. Are you interested in that?
Absolutely.
Okay, then we're going to set that hearing for August 27th at 9 o'clock in the morning. And we will set the preliminary hearing for September 2nd. Okay. All right, the Oro Valley warrant is for shoplifting and drug paraphernalia from September 29th of 2024. On those charges, I'm going to order a $500 cash or secured bond. I will appoint Richard Glenn to represent you in Oro Valley, and they are going to see you on August 27th at 10:30 in the morning. And I'm ordering that you not return to that incident location. And then on your Tucson City Court matters, you've got 2022 shoplifting, 2022 shoplifting, and then some failure to appear charges, 2024 drug paraphernalia, and July 31st of this year, criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia. On those matters, I'm going to order that you be held on a $500 cash or secured bond. I will appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And we will set your video review for August 29th at 1:45. All right, sir. So if you end up posting those bonds, you need to make sure you get to those hearings. Otherwise, they'll take you to your video hearings. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. You're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Marcos.
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Marcos Rental.
Mr. Lujan, I'm seeing you this evening on a couple of different matters. You have some new felony charges of possession of a dangerous drug, possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. Those are from August 16th. And then today, you were arrested on charges of possession of a dangerous drug, possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. You also have a couple of warrants out of Tucson City Court. I'll get to those next. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. On the felony matter, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Sir, it appears that you are very likely eligible for a drug diversion program where if you show up to court in a week and you sign up and participate in some drug treatment, it's very likely that these drug charges can be dismissed, and that would keep your felony record clean. Are you interested in that?
Excellent.
All right. The state is recommending that I release you to pretrial services, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Monitoring or treatment as directed by them, no alcohol or illegal drugs. We're going to set that hearing 1 week from today, August 27th at 9 o'clock in the morning. You need to get to that hearing in Superior Courts on the 3rd floor there. And council waive time,
Yes, Your Honor.
which is on October 6th. Right, and then your Tucson City Court cases are for a March 23rd, 2025 drug paraphernalia and a August 4th, 2025 criminal trespass. On those matters, I'm going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court. And you need to be in Tucson City Court to deal with those cases on September 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, you're going to get paperwork with all of this information on it. Make sure you get to both of those hearings, especially that one in a week in Superior Court so that you can do that diversion program. All right. All right, your excuse.
Oh.
Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Mark David Ornelas.
Say that again.
Omar David Ornelas.
Okay, Mr. Ornelas, I am seeing you this evening on charges of possession, 2 counts of possession of narcotic drug, possession of dangerous drug, unlawful flight from law enforcement, criminal damage, and drug paraphernalia. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You do have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the legal advocate's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I've reviewed all of the information, including the state's recommendation of a $50,000 bond, and I see that he's got a Department of Corrections hold. So I'll hear from defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Given the fact that he has a DOC hold, I asked for a reduced bond for time credit purposes.
I'm going to order a $35,000 bond. It'll be cash or secured, released to pretrial services. If that bond is posted, monitoring or treatment, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't drive without a valid driver's license, no firearms or weapons. And preliminary hearing date is scheduled for September 2nd.
Your Honor, Mr. Ornelas would like you to reconsider the bond amount, ask for a lower bond. This bond is too high for to pay, and it would be the equivalent of no bond.
I understand, but I think that's what's appropriate. So I'm going to stick with my $35,000 bond. That's all, sir. You're excused. Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Alexander Perkins.
Mr. Perkins, I'm seeing you this evening on some warrants out of Pima County Superior Court. One is from March 24th of 2025 for aggravated assault and kidnap, and then April 25th of 2025 for assault aggravated assault, and disorderly conduct. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint Christian Salter to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. Mr. Oh, and I also see that, let's see, you're being held without bond. Mr. Gant, is the hold without bond on the drug possession charges and failure to appear?
I believe so, Judge. I think he won't be permanently held without
Right.
bond. I think it's just a judge, later this week or whenever they get him in.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. So, and obviously I don't have information, but you did put on your recommendation that this is a strangulation. At least one of these cases is a strangulation case. Do you have any more information you want to give me?
I believe so, Judge, just based on the nature of the charges. I saw it in the pretrial services report. The 2025-2552 had an impede breathing count.
Okay.
And actually, in fact, both of the cases did on the pretrial services report. So given that information, Judge, each of the warrants listed a $25,000 bond. So I put a $50,000 request just in total.
Okay. And I do see also in the pretrial services report that they say it's the same victim. Okay, I'll hear from defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I was under, given that he will probably be seen on his Superior Court case, I would ask for a lower bond. He is a lifelong resident of Tucson. He is employed. He has no prior violent convictions. So we'd ask for a significantly reduced bond.
I am going to order $25,000 bonds on each of these matters. Those will be separate bonds, cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted, monitoring or treatment as directed. No acts of domestic violence, no contact of any kind with the alleged victim. And arraignment is scheduled for August 27th. And that is in both cases. All right, that's all here. Excuse, sir.
Hello?
Hi, ma'am. Are you a victim in the case?
I am. Yes, I am a victim in this. Yes, I am.
What's your name?
Tahoma Pace.
You're not the listed victim in this case.
Well, I am on the other case which assaulted Evelyn Valenzuela. So I am a victim in this other case. With that being said, I do not want him out. I do not want him released, and he's danger to society. And I'm scared of him. And he know where I live, and his family know where I live. So if anything happened to me and my family, y'all will be responsible for it.
Mr. Gant, do you see Miss Pace anywhere as a listed victim?
If I could just Judge, I'll look up both cases. I had it pulled up and I just closed out of it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, she's one of the two victims in the 3427 case.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So, Ms. Pace, I have ordered $25,000 bonds in each of the matters, which would mean a $50,000 bond.
He's dangerous to society. The detective them already don't call me. Mr. Perkins is a very dangerous man. I do not want him out, and I don't want him released from pretrial service at all.
Okay, I'm holding him on $25,000 bonds on each case. So that means he would have to post a $50,000 bond to be released.
And I would like to be notified with every court date, and I'll put an emergency restraining order put on him as of right now, come tomorrow. He will be served with a restraining order. And his girlfriend needs to stop calling my kids and telling my kids to drop the charges. I'm not dropping no charges against you.
Okay. Mr. Perkins, let me just make it clear to you that you are ordered to have no contact of any kind with both Ms. Valenzuela and Ms. Case. And that also means that you cannot have any third parties get in contact with either of them. Do you understand that? All right, that's all. That's all, sir. Excuse. Oh, yes, please. Thanks, Brian.
Well, we can move them. We want to keep you involved. So I'm going to give you a phone number real quick. If you'll call that number tomorrow, I just want to make sure that we get you accurate contact information. And I don't want to take that in open court. So I'm going to give you a phone number.
Yes, let me find a pen real quick, sir. Okay, go ahead, give me the number.
Okay, the number is 520
520
724
724
5600.
5600, and call this number first thing in the morning.
Yep, call that number tomorrow morning. Make sure they have your accurate contact information. I'm going to give you the case number. It's 2025.
I have the paper. They sent me the letter in the mail, and that he was served. There was a warrant out for his arrest, so I have the case number and everything.
Perfect. So just give that phone number a call tomorrow. Say, hey, I want to make sure that my contact information's updated, and then you should be notified about all his hearings.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Case, did you hear that he's scheduled for arraignment in a week, August 27th at 1:30 in Superior Court?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I will be at that court date. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, ma'am. Can I get your full name, please?
Sarah Angeline Sullivan.
Miss Sullivan, I'm seeing you this evening on a few different matters. You have, let's see, some new felony charges of possession of dangerous drug, possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, and tampering with physical evidence. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. The state recommended release to pretrial services, but I'm seeing many warrants, 2 out of justice court, looks like some new charges, and then 4 warrants out of city court. So counsel, I'm inclined to hold her on some bonds on her misdemeanors. I'll hold her on a $100 bond on the felony for time credit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So starting with the felonies, ma'am, it appears that you are very likely eligible for, wait, let me hold on before I say that. This is not steps eligible because of the tampering charge? Would that be right, Ryan?
I think so, Judge. I don't know. I kind of disagree with that, but I think that that's the way the rules are right now.
Okay.
What's the tampering with the statute?
Would you be okay if I just set it for the steps hearing and no harm, no foul if it?
Yeah, that's fine with me. All same stuff. I think that makes sense.
All right. So Ms. Sullivan, it appears that you may be eligible for a drug diversion program where if you participate in some drug treatment, you could possibly have the felony charges dismissed. Are you interested in that?
Yeah.
So on that matter, I'm going to order that you be held on a $100 cash or secured bond and released to pretrial services. monitoring or treatment, no alcohol or illegal drugs. We're going to set that hearing in 1 week from today. It's August 27th at 9 o'clock in the morning. And we'll set the preliminary hearing for September 2nd. And then, okay, so you've got 2 justice court warrants, 1 drug paraphernalia and DUI from May 18th of 2024, and then drug paraphernalia from February 26th of this year, and then a charge of failure to appear. On those justice court warrants, I'm going to appoint John Illis to represent you. I'm going to order that you be held on $250 cash or secured bonds on each of those. Order that you do not drive without a valid driver's license and no alcohol or illegal drugs. You're going to be seen tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Justice Court. If you were to post your bonds, you need to make sure you get to that hearing or warrants will issue. And then we'll get to City Court next. All right, so you've got a new charge of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. If you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest. And if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. And then you've also got warrants out of Tucson City Court 2022, criminal trespass 2023, drug paraphernalia 2024. Drug paraphernalia, and May 13th of this year, criminal trespass, drug paraphernalia, prescription drugs, and false reporting. All right, on those matters, I'm going to order that you be held on a $500 cash or secured bond. I will appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your hearing in city court is going to be on August 29th at 1:45. Unless you were to post your bonds, then you would need to get to Tucson City Court on September 18th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's really good. I don't want to. I know, but I've never been.
Oh, and that's all, ma'am. Your excuse.
Okay, so what's the total amount due?
So. Go back down. Right.
Hi, ma'am. When you get unmuted there in Aho, can I get your full name, please?
Margarita.
Can you say your name again?
Margarita Ellen Soto.
Okay, Ms. Soto, I am seeing you this evening because you have a warrant at Pima County Superior Court for a charge of criminal trespass from July 6th of this year. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to appoint Lisa Posada to represent you. The state has recommended that I release you to pretrial services, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I understand you were released to them before, and it sounds like you had been in contact with them pretty recently, but you got sick and missed your arraignment. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so you need to make sure that you get back in contact with them tomorrow, okay? And then we rescheduled your hearing for August 27th. That's in 1 week from today at 1:30 in Superior Court. You're going to get some paperwork with that information on it. Make sure you call your attorney, talk to pretrial, and then get to court in a week, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You're excused. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
You as well.
Thanks. Have a good night.